Abel? Abel? What you doing? Yeah. Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Thursday, June 6th, 2019. Before we jump into the topic of today's video, I did want to take a moment. I know a lot of people don't care anymore, but I still do. I remember because my uncle was in the second wave that hit Normandy Beach. So I just wanted to take a moment and reflect and say thank you to all the people from the greatest generation that sacrificed their lives and started the downfall truly of Hitler's Third Reich and the regime that he had going on there. And it was a very, very bad day. A lot of people passed away that day. Over 4,000 Americans lost their life on that day, and over 10,000 were injured. So if you put that into perspective, in one day's battle, that's a lot of people passing away, you know, in that type of situation, and the bravery that it must have taken for those men. You know, and again, it was a combination. It wasn't just Americans. It was Canadians, the British, you know, I think it was Belgians. It was a whole bunch of different countries that partook in that. But it was just a day I wanted to, you know, because it's, I know 1944 was so long ago, and a lot of people don't think about those things. And the younger generation, they probably don't even teach you history anymore. So it's a day to reflect and to think about these things. And something to think about. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that. So let's get into the topic of today's video. We're talking about the heat wave that's hitting India right now, affecting over 200 million people. And usually they have their hot periods in India. They call it the dry season. And right now they've had this extended heat wave with temperatures as high as 122 degrees, a little bit even higher than that. And it's just absolutely crazy, the heat like that. 2,500 deaths have been contributed to that intense heat already. And normally they get relief when the monsoons come in, but they're talking the monsoons are a week late already, and that when they do come in, it looks as though, hey Luce, what's up Lucy? Luce? Yeah, it's a good boy. They're already a week late, like I said, and when they do hit, they are going to be basically just hitting the southern tip of India. That's what they're saying right now. So, but they're dealing with extreme weather down there right now, and it's just there's a lot of weird things going on around the world with weather, and I just kind of wanted to bring that the attention of that to the forefront, because a lot of times obviously I'm talking about the United States because I live in the United States. So it's kind of important to think about beyond of what's just happening in our country and how that affects things. But there's a lot of weird things going on around the world. I know Australia is also experiencing a tremendous heat wave as well now. So it's just, the weather has just been very bizarre. Now today, I'm going to kick this around, and I wanted to show you guys real quick. Now right now it's partly cloudy, a little overcast. Forecast was for no rain today whatsoever. Okay, so I wake up this morning to a tremendous amount of fog, and then it started raining. And it pretty much rained until probably noon, and just weird things. So this morning the propane company came, because I'm going to kick this around again, because the propane tank was here, as you guys know, and now it is not. Now it is over there. So they came in and they're like, well, where do you want it? Now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to show you. So what they had before, okay, just so you guys know, the propane tank was here, and the propane line just ran above ground, okay? So what they did was they pulled this up and they started it here, because the hookup for the camper is right there, and then a hookup for the house is over there. But so it just travels there, and under there it's all buried under the stone. But so basically what they did is they dug under here. They had a machine that dug a trench, and they buried this over through here. Now originally I had talked about possibly, so the line goes there and then over to the tank. I originally had talked about putting the tank here, okay? And so a couple of people had said it's not a good idea to have it so close to the house. And of course, when I thought about it, of course they were right. So I do listen to you guys, and I just wanted to let you know that. So I decided to put it here. So it's, you know, it's not right up on top of the house, and it needs to be at least 10 feet from the house anyway. That's the code. So I could have gotten away with it here, but I thought here was a better spot because it's out of the way, and I don't have to worry about it. So, but now the line is buried, which is great, and the propane tank has been moved over there. So that's what they did today. I saw, because of the rain, I decided to go do a little bit of running around today, so that's what I was doing. And but we're gonna go over here, and as you can hear my rooster, and I was gonna talk about this here for a second as well. So two of the guys, there was two guys that came. One was a younger guy, and he's like, and I was saying, yeah, we had just gotten chickens, and he was like, oh, that's cool. He goes, I have chickens as well. And I go, well, how many do you have? And he says, I have 17. And I said, oh, that's cool. I says, how many roosters do you have? And he said, he goes, well, I have one rooster. I said, well, would you like a second rooster? So what we're going to do here, guys, I'm going to lift this up, and we're going to look. Now, earlier, they had laid over here. Okay, so you hear him who just crowed there, Mr. Crower? I'll have to look in the other boxes on the other side. He is the one that's going to go. Him right there. So he is going to come and grab him tomorrow. Okay, so some of you were going to say, well, you should have just taken him and put him in your stew pot. And you're right. But I just got these chickens, and I didn't... Let me look on this side here, because otherwise they laid inside. So I'm going to have to go. Hold on, guys. I'm going to put you down for a second. So anyway, so we're going to lift this side up and take a look here. I pulled one egg out earlier today. Ah, and look at that. Now we have them here in this one. They decided to go on the other end today. Very cool. Hi, girls. How's everybody? All right. So hold on. We're going to put that back down. Okay, so yesterday we ended up with 3 eggs. And like I said, I had pulled one earlier today. And now we have 4 or 3 more, so 4 eggs today. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, yes. So I'm giving this guy one of my roosters. I am going to keep 2 of the roosters. That's what I have decided to do. And yeah, Bob. Yes, go ahead, honey. Eddie, come here. Come here. I know. Okay, well, hold on. I want you to take these for me, and put them in the egg carton on the table. Okay. So remember we got 1 egg earlier? Yeah, we got 2. 3 more. So we got 4 eggs today. That's our chickens. So careful, okay? Ooh, all right. Really wrong. So anyway, oh, Abel's coming, Eddie. Let him in. So okay, so sorry guys. So I'm going to give him that chicken, and I've decided to do that because I just got them. They were given to me, and I don't feel right about butchering one of the chickens that I had just gotten. And if I could give him away and let him help produce more of another flock, that's what I'm going to do. So that's what I'm doing. I'm giving that one away. I'm keeping my big boy and one baby one. So I had comments, people saying that I should not put the chickens or the roosters together, that they'll fight and blah blah blah. And actually they had them all together down there, and I have had no issues since I got the roosters together with the rest of them. You don't separate the roosters from the hens, guys. I don't know where people think that that's what you do, but you don't. The roosters are protective of the hens. That's their ladies, and so they are very protective of their hens. And I figured with having 2 roosters left and 9 hens, hopefully some of them will become setters and they'll set on the eggs, and we'll have more babies down the road. We shall see how that goes. But yeah, so that's what's going on with that. But another thing I wanted to talk about, like with the perches, okay? People were like, oh, you know, because I put flat boards for perches for them. And people were like, oh, well, you need to have a round spindle so that they can sit up on there. Well, we get cold up here, guys, in the north. I mean, maybe in the south that's okay, and it works pretty good in the south. But in the north, what happens is if you have that spindle like this, and that chicken's feet are like that around the spindle, there have been times the chicken's feet have frozen on those spindles because they can't tuck their feet up under their body for warmth. So that's why I went with a flat board. They were actually where we were at. They were roosting on shelving units. That's where they were roosting. They didn't even have a proper roost. So they were roosting on shelving units. So with having the flat boards like that, they can roost on there. They can tuck their feet up underneath themselves in the wintertime to help them keep warm. And that's why I did it that way. So I wanted to just kind of explain that so you guys understood why I did it, what my thought process was with that and stuff like that. But like I said, so I am giving one of the roosters away. I am going to keep 2 of the roosters. And so we'll see how that goes. But you know, if I have issues, and if I down the road, if they are fighting too much, then I will get rid of one of the roosters. But for right now, everything is good to go. They're fine. They're getting along okay, and there's no issues whatsoever. There's Mr. Lucy over there. So anyway, guys, real quick before I end this video, again, I wanted to mention Legacy is doing the sale on my website, preppernurse1.com. We have right now, there is a special on the 120 meal breakfast, lunch, and dinner bucket. It is buy one, get 50% off a second one. So yes, you do have to purchase 2, but you do get a 50% savings on the second bucket. So it's a pretty decent deal if you're looking to add to your freeze-dried food storage, which is good to have, very important to have in my opinion. And so that's why I just wanted to share that with you and share that thought with you. So that is what we have going on right now. I think we're going to be ending that sale on Sunday night, midnight East Coast time, which would be 3 a.m. on the Monday West Coast time. Okay, so just letting you know that that sale is going to be coming to an end. But so yeah, so now the sun is out right now, and like I said, it's still partly cloudy. Not a bad day. I just want to let you guys, again, I know in the beginning of the video I talked about it, just a day of reflection for the people that really gave the ultimate sacrifice, and so many men died, and on both sides, you know, German and American, and also Canadian and British and French. I didn't mention them before. I should have, I'm sorry. Belgium, all those guys. You're talking about a tremendous amount of loss of life, and but it's definitely a day that we need to reflect on that. So anyway, guys, remember, we're all in this together. That's important to remember. Also remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really, really important that you tell the people that you care about every single day how you feel. Also remember, guys, STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself. That is also very, very important to remember, okay? Stay positive, stay focused. Bugs. You'll reach your goals, and you'll get things done. It's really, really, just work at things methodically. You'll get there, okay? I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. I will be doing, obviously, the live chat tomorrow at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, so look for me there. I will probably do a video before the live chat as well, so look for that as well, okay? I'll see you all tomorrow, guys. Have a great night. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.